let that light shine. Let it beam forth. And I believe that we can cultivate. It's a real thing. The light of God is a real thing. The glory of God is a real thing. And we can consciously, personally, and corporately cultivate the light and the glory of God in us. And again, some of us say, oh, that's a bit New Age. Everything that is spiritual out there comes from God first. Do you believe that? Anything that's spiritual out there is actually only a counterfeit of what God has. And so as God's people, we want to go, okay, what's the authentic? And how can we represent that? God's given us the true light. And so we as people can cultivate and build the true light within us. And we can rise, shine the radiance of the glory of the Lord come forth in us. In Matthew, it talks about Jesus' transfiguration. Imagine being there when when the glory and the light of God come upon him. And it says, actually in Matthew, it talks about chapter 17, it talks about the transfiguration. It says, now after 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James and John, his brother, led them up on a high mountain by themselves, and he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them talking with him. Imagine that. Can you just get to the next slide? Imagine being there. Imagine the glory. Imagine the light. It's almost too much to imagine, isn't it? But the glory and the light is for us today. And we can build it, and we can strengthen it in our lives, and we can cause God's glory and light to shine through us. So in those scriptures, it suggests that light and glory go together. So how do we be aware of the light of God? Is the light of God in the room at the moment? Light and glory go together. Is the glory of God in this room? Is the light and glory of God resting on your life? Have you learned how to build it in your life? Have you learned how to make it manifest in your life? Because God desires for us to carry his light and his glory. So how do we do that? It says in 2 Corinthians 3:18, but with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as the Spirit of the Lord. So God wants us to be transformed from glory to glory. We cause his light to shine in us, and we are transformed internally and also externally for others. So it's suggesting it's a building thing, isn't it? It's suggesting that we can actually build that in our lives and cause it to transform us and cause his glory to grow and grow and grow. So it's not a one-off, God's glory and light's here, that's wonderful. But it's something quite powerful and quite tangible that we can actually build in our lives. And again, unfortunately, the New Age and other spiritual ideas have a greater understanding than the church does. Because in some ways we've gone, oh, that language is about others, it's not about God, it's about spiritual things. Anyone here done that? We've all done that. And so we want to be aware that God wants to build his glory and light so his power can shine through us.
For more information about our schools, seminars and resources, please visit our website at www.destinystrategies.com.au.